Hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kinetiq. With a Q because I'm quirky like that. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone has been enjoying their August. I've been thoroughly enjoying the nicer, cooler weather in the States right now. So I'm enjoying life, very happy. Totally not suffering from a full-time job and part-time school. But, you know, we ball. That's all that matters. And we're here today. That also matters. That's all that matters. Anyways, today we have a pretty big project. It's something that's been on my mind for a while. I haven't really done a lot of RMC'd in this game because I just know they're a whole lot of work. But in this video, we are doing a RMC retrack of Son of Beast. So for those who don't know who Son of Beast was, have you been living under a rock? Hello? What's wrong with you? But Son of Beast was honestly a little bit too ahead of its time, with a lot of budget cuts and cutting corners that kind of led to its downfall, being demolished way sooner than it should have happened. But unfortunately, Son of Beast did not make it to the RMC retrack area. I don't know what it is, area or era. Holy, it's been a long week, and English is very hard for me right now. But anyways, it never made it to the RMC era, so it got demolished in, I think it was 2010 or 9. Correct me if I'm wrong, around that range. I barely missed it. I went to Kings Island the first time in like 2012, so I never actually got to experience Son of Beast, but I've heard and known about this ride for a very, very long time, and I thought it was only right to try to make an RC recreation, as you can see up on your screen. I'm basically trying to keep it very similar to the layout of the original. It is a little bit taller, but the layout is basically the same with the with extended obviously RMC elements. I really took me some time to really get this layout done. It's a lot of finicky work that requires a lot of patience. As you can see here, I'm putting in that classic, infamous vertical loop from the original Son of Beast, which unfortunately they had to take down early because of the fact it was they had to make the trains lighter so people wouldn't stop almost dying on the helix. And unfortunately, they had to take that loop out early because of it, because it wouldn't actually succeed in making the loop, or it would be too dangerous. But hey, we're talking about Son of Beast here. Everything on that ride is very dangerous. Anyways, as you can see, I'm passing up that vertical loop, and I'm trying to figure out what this little helix in the corner is going to be. You will see me changing this later, as I am already struggling enough to just figure out what the hell I'm trying to do here. As you can see, I'm trying to make like an outer bank turn at the top there into, you know, just fall out, leaning out of that helix. But I do change this later because it does not flow well, and quite personally, I hate it. So we change it later, and I think you'll like the slight changes we made. So it's a little bit more. It flows better, and it's not as janky, and it just runs smoother, so I'm more than happy. As you can see here, we're wrapping up already. I'm having this time lapse go pretty quickly because of the fact that I have a lot of things to cover for this ride. As you can see, I am connecting the last station, the last pieces to the brake run. You can see me put one last attempt at a barrel roll in here to hopefully round out the ride. It doesn't even make it on the first few attempts, and I have to actually lower the ride because of it. I did not expect it to run out of steam this much, but I think the second half of the after the brake section actually is a pretty long ride, so I can understand it running out of steam pretty quickly. Also, the fact that we're like 50 or 60 feet up, we're about 50 feet up for the train station, so it does have to get back up to there, which is also another reason why we have to end it there. But as you can see, this looks fairly similar to original Son of Beast. with a lot of minor critiques, and obviously adding a lot of RMC elements to it as well. I really try my best to replicate RMC and kind of like their building style and the elements they provide, but I'm still not sure if I nailed it on the head or not. There are definitely moments that do feel very RMC like, and there's also other moments that kind of miss, if that makes any sense at all. But as you can see now, I am now going through the tedious process of smoothing the entire ride. This took a while as well too, and I'm fixing up a lot of jump cut, surprise. So this is probably just another recording session. We did change it from the neon green that I was kind of looking at doing at the beginning, and I realized, wait, that's too much of an eyesore, and we're just gonna make it orange because it makes sense. It's more realistic. And as you see here now, I am now putting in the supports for the loop, trying to keep it very similar to the actual Son of Beast supports. It has these two support structures on the side of the loop with also like almost like a outline brace on the top of the loop as well. You can see I'm also putting that in now too. So right now, yeah, I'm just getting this part done. It's takes a little bit of process for me to get it right, but it works. It looks good, so no issues here. But yeah, I mean, I hope everyone has been doing well. I've had a lot of things happen in the last week or two, so I'm doing my best to continue to make videos and stay updated. Might make a couple more, start making posts here to just update y'all on how things are doing, as well as getting some polls for future projects you'd like to see, as well as wrapping up that franchise project I was working on. I last mentioned in our last video. If you haven't seen the last video, we did the modded hot racer, intimate hot racer mod, and it turned out really well. So if you want to go check that video out, I'll link it in the video here with the card probably. And but do that, watch it after this. Don't leave now yet. No, you're not allowed to go. Class is not dismissed yet, so you're not allowed to leave. Sorry, I don't make the rules. You clicked on my video and now you're forced to watch the whole video. So sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry. I just, yeah. Anyways, you can see me now redoing that helix in the corner, as I really do not like the way it turned out. So I made it a little bit shorter, and I had the track go under the helix coming out, and added an extra airtime hill, and I think this turned out much better, especially that big overbank turn out of the loop. Did not really flow well. It was kind of slow, and the profiling did not work for the next turn. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. Getting a lot of talking. So now, yeah, you can see me just testing out the ride and going from there. But yeah, I think that basically wrapped up the majority of the actual smoothing and the coaster itself. So we could basically mark that off as complete. As you can see here, I'm trying to remove some of those coaster supports so you don't, chop your head off in this corner. You probably still do, but is that really my problem? No. The game's letting me do it, even though I have mods on to let me do whatever I want with the tracks. So, yeah, no, maybe that is my fault, but that's not my fault if you lose your head or your arms. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm now putting in some detailing, ground detailing work for the actual track to make it a little bit more realistic. And we're kind of just like autopiloting at this point. We're gonna start seeing some trees pop up and some scenery tool, all that fun stuff, all the great things about Planet Coaster 2 that we love to have. And I personally think PC2 has been in a pretty good spot so far with the recent updates, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it when I do have the opportunity to play the game, which is, it's not a lot these days, but I do my best. Whenever I do get on, I always tend to enjoy playing Planet Coaster 2, no matter what it may be. But yeah, as you can see, I'm putting all the mass spamming these trees. It's just the cheat code to cheat code to filling in any scenery, and I'm lazy. We all know that. I'm just extremely lazy at this point. And yeah, you can see me, I'm wrapping up the trees here, and we're gonna start jumping into, yeah, we're doing some rock work and some bushes, but we're gonna start jumping into actually doing the station and the transfer track, which I'd like to apologize in advance for, because I don't know what. No, just close your eye. You can skip this part. You can skip this part. You don't have to. It's all right. You can skip the. You have my approval. But honestly, I was kind of at a point with this project where I was running on a minimal time, and I kind of would just. I like to think I rushed this whole station, so I'm not very proud of the station. It does its job. It's not pretty. Which is not necessarily this like a Son of Beast thing to be aesthetically pretty or pleasing, whatever the term may be. As you can see here, I'm putting it in the queue for now, just as a placement holder, and I realized I fucked that up one too many times, and so I had to go back and fix it multiple times. It's just a whole bundle of joy. That's one thing about me that I still need to work on, is my coaster stations. Because honestly, even through Planet Coaster or even Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I really just did not. I just avoided building coaster stations 24/7. I just could not stand the fact of using coaster stations. I just found it just way too boring and just tedious. And I haven't really fully picked up on the understanding what looks good and what doesn't. So it's trial and error right now. I know some stations I make might look much better than the others, but this one does its job. I don't know. Let me know if you want this on the workshop. I'm not very proud of this station. I need to go. I know someone commented in one of my other videos if these creations going to be in my workshop. I haven't got to them yet, but I promise I'll start putting them up once I just need to organize kind of the projects, the coasters itself, as not all of them are very, I can't really pick and pull into a blueprint. I would have to kind of select things and make it a little bit more digestible to put in your parks. But don't worry, it's on my mind. It's on the back burner right now. I have a lot of things going on. So yeah, as you can see, this god-awful attempt at a coaster station. Again, you could just close your eyes if you really have to. Mute, close your eyes, open up another tab. I don't know, go walk away, grab a drink or something. Just leave the video on, obviously. Come on, it's not that bad, guys, I promise. But yeah, we're getting getting the structure down, the rough structure, and then we'll half-assly decorate the design. As you can see here, I'm changing these cues again. You see me kind of getting a little bit frustrated with how this whole queue has been going, the station, and at this point I'm kind of just trying to finish it. So yeah. Yeah, good talk. We're about almost 14 minutes into this time lapse, and I think I'm gonna leave it at here. You're probably gonna hear me yap in the post time lapse anyways, so you're gonna hear a lot more of me just saying shit that doesn't make any sense, and you guys just you just smile and say good job, Kinetiq, and move on. Just make me feel good, even if you hate it or not. I understand. We're doing our best here, but honestly, I did really enjoy the actual coaster building for the Son of Beast. It was a little bit of a struggle to start, but I think once I got a handle of RMC's again, and it's a fairly smooth, good flow ride. There's a couple of spots that stutter on the helix and that I haven't been able to fix that well. It's gotten better, and that stall in the helix is also a little bit whack, but yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Please let me know in the comments what else you prefer. If there's anything I'm still doing that really bugs you or whatever it may be, just let me know. I'll try to better improve my videos and my creations as we continue on this process. But yeah, you can see me do the transfer track. We're doing just a switch track here for the transfer track. As I'm really fumbling on this too. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it to the post time lapse me to do the rest of the talking, and I'm just gonna fade out here as usual and just let the time lapse wrap up. We have about 2 minutes left to go, so I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, welcome to the live section of the video. I hope you enjoyed my yapping and the time lapse again, assuming I did yap your heads off. So anyways, here is the final product of the Son of Beast RMC remake. I tried to keep it very similar 1-to-1 to the original. However, obviously we had to make a good amount of changes, but as you can see, of course, we had to keep the vertical loop in because we can't have Son of Beast without this vertical loop. It's iconic, and that's one of the main reasons Son of Beast, besides it's just insane structure and size, was how it became so popular at the time. So we'll jump right into kind of the whole layout. As you see, I kept them basically the same. I debated doing a steeper chain lift, but going off of I was using Google Earth on the side to kind of try to match 1-to-1 with distancing. I didn't really do it that well, but I kept the chain lift pretty mild. The height is about the same. I think it's about 10 feet taller than the original, which the original was about 215 to 220 feet. I'm using burger units here, so bear with me if you don't use burger units, and I apologize in advance. But yeah, 220 feet was the original. This sits around 225 to 230, so a little bit of a height increase, not too much, but does help get this through the layout. This thing absolutely shreds through this layout, by the way. The first drop is like I'd say an 88-degree drop into A very, very fast airtime hill here. It's very jolty when you're actually riding it. Yeah, that's crazy. I might might need to chill that out a little bit into a very nice barrel roll up, 0G roll up into honestly the the giant helix is weird, but it works. We have an interesting stall at the top of the going into the second turn of the helix, and then we have our token brake section as the original Son of Beast does. Added a little trim brake just to kind of slow it down into this loop. It goes absolutely shreds through that loop, so you'll survive, trust me. The G's are manageable into this kind of weird helix in the corner or the outer bank as well. Probably chop your heads off once in a while here. And then for the rest of the layout, a couple of airtime pops, a barrel roll, 0G roll here, over bank turn, a couple more airtime pops, and then a slow 0G roll into the station. So this is my Son of Beast remake. Let's say if Son of Beast actually became an RMC. I unfortunately did not get the opportunity to ride Son of Beast when it was open. I was too much of a young lad at the time, and the first time I went to Kings Island was I'd say 2011, 2012, so I just missed it, and who knows if I even was going to ride it when I was a kid, because that thing looked intimidating. In a good way, obviously, but nonetheless, I am very happy with the layout. I think I did an excellent job with the layout. I think you guys will like it too. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but I don't mind a little bit of like the jittering on the turns here or whatever it might be. If it's a bit snappy from time to time, but pacing is overall really, really quick and insane. So I think I follow through on what the original Son of Beast was. It does suck that if who knows if Son of Beast held out for a couple more years, we might have seen a RMC recreation. It is kind of mind-boggling that we have not seen another attempt at a vertical loop on a wooden coaster. I think I think one was enough, scared off the entire coaster industry for the time being, but who knows if we'll actually in the future see a vertical loop. Let me know if what you guys think. Anyways, here's my this looks very crappy coaster station. I just put this up and I'm not really proud of it, but it's here. It does its job, and our little entrance path as well too. So I have a nice little transfer track in the middle here. It's a weird spot, but I thought it looked pretty nice. So as well as the brake section, a lot of brake section not really needed, but it's realistic, and I wanted to be as realistic as possible. So this ride currently, if it will let me select the coaster, I have it named as Revenge of Beast. I mean, I don't know what other better name, either Wrath of Beast or Revenge of Beast. Here are the stats. The stats show like this because it would have over a 6 excitement because at like the actual ride, but you see here it does hit 5 Gs, but we're gonna close our eyes and pretend it doesn't exist. But everything else, it's over a 2-minute length ride, 6,000 feet of track, which is honestly great to see. And I think the original Son of Beast was sitting around 6,000 feet of track as well too. So pretty accurate. Just going through the heat maps real quick if you want to look at that. But yeah, this is my Son of Beast recreation to make it an RMC. I am just gonna kind of leave it at that here, and I will start putting up the cinematics and POV once I'm done talking. If you have any suggestions at all, comments, feedback, hate comments, whatever it may be, feel free to let me know. I always love reading them and responding when I have the chance. I do have grad school starting soon and working a full-time job. So a lot of things going on, so I will do my best to keep you guys updated and to continue uploading, hopefully on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. So bear with me if Some weeks I may not have a lot of time to get something out there, but we'll continue to do our best. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. It's not required, but it helps the channel a lot. So if you want to see more of this content, make sure you do so. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day, and I'll put on the cinematics and POV.